I'm very excited. I think I love playing the role. I love this film. It's epic yet intimate. Lots of action, heart. And working with Lawrence again and Ian McShane is something very special to me. And there's such wonderful people and artists and the cast who jumped on board the ship John Wick Chapter 4 were awesome. And hopefully people enjoy what we did. Yeah, there's some fun action, nunchucks, driving the car, some really tender scenes with Winston and the Bowery King, working with Donnie Yen, Hiroyuki Sanada. Yeah, some of the action stuff in Paris and Berlin. Being back in New York City was cool, putting on the suit, lots of stuff.
I saw it last week in London for the first time, and I can't wait to see it again. It's a great movie. He, Mr. Stahelski, did a fantastic job. I don't think it'd be the same if another director had done any of them. I'm just glad that these two, Keanu and Chad, work on every show, and then they asked me along for the ride, and there you go. Winston's as usual, you know, charming. Nobody knows who he is, where he comes from, what his background is, which is the way I like it, you know, except he's there at the end.
Extremely exciting. This is amazing. I'm just kind of taking it all in right now, breathing it all in, and looking at all the incredible people. And to be a part of this franchise is such a blessing, you know? These are legends that I grew up watching every day when I was a child. So to be able to call them my colleagues now is definitely, it's surreal, you know? But I leaned into my purpose and I understood that I was meant to be here, this is meant to be. And I hopefully I rocked it, everybody's happy, you know, and yeah, I'm excited. The unexpected, they're gonna expect the unexpected, you know? So that's what's really exciting right now. All my dog moments, let's see how that cut together really well. All the dog moments, that's exciting, you know? I mean, great cast, you know, Keanu Reeves, you know, his beloved period. I feel like people would watch him watch paint dry. That's how entertaining he is. I think the story is very impactful. It comes from a human place, a man avenging his family, his dog, his wife. And then the great characters that this movie brings together. You know, we get to see an ensemble of such an eclectic group of people. You know, and this installment has folks like Donnie Yen, Clancy Brown, I mean, Lawrence Fishburne, the list goes on. It's incredible.
So excited. It's been 2 years in the making for me, probably longer for everyone else. And to see a film to its completion, because I've already seen it in London, and let me tell you, it is amazing. And it's so fun, and it's like, you know, even if you haven't seen the first three, it is a roller coaster. It is so fun. And, you know, I really can't wait for everyone to experience it. There's just, it's like real bigger world of John Wick, I feel like. Well, it really happened very suddenly for me, you know. I got the call and then 2 days later I was in Berlin and signed on to do 2.5 months of shooting and training. So it was really crazy. But from the first moment I felt so looked after. It being my first film, I was so nervous, and it was during COVID. I couldn't take anyone with me. I was alone, but you know, the crew and cast, everyone, they just made me feel so welcome. And I had honestly, it was like the hardest thing I've ever done, but it was the best thing I've ever done. I have so much fun. Akira is a very powerful female character. She is involved with the Continental. Again, I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about. I mean, I do music, and like, you're allowed to talk about your album and like spoilers, but I don't know about film. So I'm gonna say she works for the Continental. I think I'm allowed to say that. And she is inadvertently involved in all of the John Wick shenanigans. It's kind of up for debate whether she actually wants to be involved or whether she gets dragged in and she doesn't want to be, but she's a very strong character. Favorite scene is the one at the very, very end after the credits. I think obviously number one, Keanu. Everyone loves Keanu. No matter what he does, he's incredible. I will also say the action is so genuine, and there is such a care for how we shoot the action, how we choreograph it. Chad does not like to do a lot of cuts. in the action scenes. So what you see is a full cut. It's a full, beginning to end, and we have to learn that entire sequence as actors. So it's a lot, and it feels really authentic, and having people like Donnie Yen, for example, like absolute masters of what they do, like Hiro Sanada, like so incredible, and Keanu, and watching them do these scenes from start to finish, it's grueling. But you can see the blood, sweat, and tears, I think, and it's genuine. It's not cuts in this. It's real action.
Me being a big fan, and now, so it's hard to explain. It's an amazing movie. So, yes. You guys gonna have a wild ride. Well, imagine as a martial artist actor, like when I saw John Wick, the first one, it was like, oh my God, this is how things supposed to be you made in the movies with martial arts. Like after understanding how Chad and Keanu put together this amazing like story and how they show the fights in this unique way, it's like, for me, it's like a dream. I don't know. It's hard to explain, Well, I don't know if you guys gonna like me too much after you see the movie. So I say hi now, but then after, yeah. Well, it's you guys gonna like it. I'm not a nice guy, and I need to make sure that everything it's in order. I will say Sacré-Cœur scene. The car chase and all that is crazy. I saw some stunts and some stuff there that I thought that they were not possibly made, So it was something that I remember they did the first take, and then suddenly, Chad wanted to do an adjustment. I'm like, how are you gonna make that would just happen even better? And then when it happened, it just blew my mind. I was like, oh my God. It was, so that scene is just an amazing scene. Because you have a director that is a true martial artist, that he knows what is to hit the floor, and he's been there. So he's the only one that understands where to put the camera to express that to the audience in the way that it's supposed to be shown. So he being there, hitting the ground, and now with the camera, I think is unique. And then, of course, team up with Keanu, that is an amazing artist, passionate for martial arts. I think that come across the screen. That's pure truth and passion on a movie like this, and that's why, I don't know if you can beat it.
I mean, beyond exciting, because obviously we've done 4 of these, and the first one we never thought we would actually anyone ever see the first one. So the fact that we're sitting here on the 4th one with all these people is madness. Easy, because we've been doing this for so long together, and we're all friends, and we've all been through like good and bad. And I mean, the dynamic and the chemistry was easy. Trying to do something different was hard, but the chemistry was fantastic, as it always is. We went into this one going, we need to find an actor that could actually believe that could beat up John Wick. And it's hard because John Wick is such a legend in terms of how he fights. So that's how we got Donnie Yen, and God knows, like, people believe it. Because in all our movies, we're like, no one believes that someone could actually kill John Wick. So we got Donnie. And then, of course, Hiroyuki Sanada and Rina. And I think this is our deepest group of actors we ever had on any of the 4 movies. Well, I've never seen action like this in my entire career, in my entire life. So the action always. But I also think it's emotional. I think it closes a chapter that started in the first movie about who John is and his journey and his friendships and the relationship with his wife. So I have a feeling they're gonna be transported to really cool locations and see great action. But I think they're gonna, continue to emotionally invest in John. I don't know. There's a little bit of Keanu being this incredible movie star in this role, and Chad's vision and the action and the tone and but it's this weird chemical reaction between like the audience and the John Wick movies. They just love it. We could do no wrong, and I don't. None of us try to figure it out. We just keep on going until the audience tells us to stop.
Pretty excited to see Keanu. It's always good to see Mr. Reeves back in the suit. So I think he's fantastic in the movie, and I love the rest of my cast. So hopefully audiences enjoy it. It's a pretty good feeling. We're all surprised that we're still around. which is great. And again, it's always magic to see Keanu put on the suit and come to set. We do. Shamir Anderson right over there, Rina Sawayama, Scott Atkins, Marco Zaror, Hiroyuki Sanada, and Bill Skarsgård. Sometimes you just get lucky, but good people with other good people doing great work is always fun. Good question. I'd say Keanu Reeves.
I'm so excited. I mean, we were working on this movie for so long. COVID pushed it, and we've been waiting to be theatrical, for theaters to be big and back, and we're here. I mean, I've been working on this movie for 10 years, so it's really rarefied air that we're in, because it's like Basil, me, Keanu, and Chad, 4 people working on the same movies for 10 years. It's really special, so it's been great.